Bueno, what can you say about the automation of elections?
Well, looking at the situation in the country, I could say that this automation of the present or the coming elections for next year is a big achievement for the country. It has been a constant problem for the past decades, counting, recounting, checking, all those sheets that they have to count. I have personally experienced looking at the tally sheet, the 9th or the 7th copy, where if people could not read it anymore. We really badly need the automation, and I am very happy personally. The country is very happy that this automation finally took place after all these years. Hopefully, it will work well. Hopefully, it will not be hacked. Hopefully, people will respect that system of automating all these processes for the elections. I personally believe that we will be able to at least achieve a better way or process of electing officials with the help of this automated process. So if you are asking what I can say that I am really very happy, very satisfied by this move of the COMELEC to make sure that this year's automation happens. I am thanking Congress, the President, all the people involved. But hopefully, this will not be corrupted with people's personal biases. We all know that computers are dependent on human people also. People encoding the data. And I hope the people encoding whatever happens will remain honest and consistent, transparent, and accountable for what we do. That sense of accountability, integrity, and honesty should always be there, even if the poll right now will be automated already. I am happy, but we are also asked to be vigilant about it. That's hopefully all I could say for now for the automation of our elections.
Nice.
Do you have other questions?
These days, many people don't vote anymore. In the first place, why do you vote?
Why do I vote? First and foremost, it is the right and the duty of each individual in our nation who are registered as voters to vote. The right to suffrage is everyone's right. We have to vote. Why? Because I believe that I should take part in the process of electing officials who would govern our country. If I fail to vote, then I am also failing to take care of my country. I am failing to be responsible to my nation. I am failing to choose the leaders who would create the country that I want the country to be. If I fail to elect good leaders, if I fail and I don't choose to vote, then I am just leaving the decision to all those people who do not care about the country. If I do not personally vote, then I am leaving the nation in a sense of wondering that I just leave it at a loss. Bahala ng bayan. I don't care. I do not want to be apathetic. I have to care. I care for my country. That's why I will vote. And I have voted previously. I will vote again because I believe that it is the right and the duty of each individual to care and love our country. Next.
Now, many personalities have stated their desire to run for the coming elections. Among those presidential votes, who would you want to vote?
Among the presidential votes, I am a bit hesitant to answer the question now because they have not yet finalized their desire to run. Most of them have expressed their desires, but they have not yet filed their candidacies. And a lot of things can happen in between these months left before the elections. People might back out, somebody might get sick or whatever. They might join forces but for me, I will vote for the person who stands for transparency, accountability, and moral leadership, which the country badly needs as of the moment. Myself, looking at the situation right now, so far I could see that there are a few number of individuals that I would vote for. Preferably, I would vote for the President, Noynoy Aquino. I understand that he doesn't seem to be a very highly political figure that has done a lot of achievements, bragging about them, but what he has achieved are quite essential for our nation. So I think with regard to credentials, he is qualified also to be a president. I am still researching about him, and I'm not stopping knowing more about him. Both personally and through the internet, I have been asking questions about him before I vote for him. Right now, I have that desire to vote for him, but I am still researching and searching about why am I voting for him. For my vice presidential candidate, so far I am thinking of voting for Mar Rojas, yet I am a bit hesitant. I don't know why. I still have to know him more. There are other candidates for president and vice president. I'm still researching about them. As of the moment, my personal choice, based on what I have researched already, would be to vote for Noynoy Aquino and Mar Rojas. Do you have any other questions here?
Last one.
Last one, yes.
The media are showing many infomercials these days, as early as now, about those personalities.
Who are running, yes.
Yes, what can you say about these?
Well, as most people would say, this is a clear violation of the rules of election that they could not get campaign. But these infomercials are beyond our capacities, are beyond our hands. This should be dealt with by the proper authorities as early as now. Most of them are created with music and background people moving, MTV type. All these things try to create a sort of a sort of gathering effect to the crowd. They try to gather these people, make them believe about things and this or that. But I think they should be removed from the televisions right now because they're practically just campaigning already as early as now. The Comelec should do something about it. The government should do something about it. Not only that, all those people who are running and who have expressed their desire to run should be out of the limelight already because they are practically campaigning. The minute they show up themselves on television or speak something on radio, they are partially campaigning. Whether it's Chris Aquino or it's Manny Villar's son or daughter walking everywhere, we have to be careful about these things. The rules of the election should be clear. If these infomercials are violations of the rules already, then all the more Comelec should do something about it. Personally, I think it is harmful to the voting people. It might be very misleading. That's why there are also commercials in the televisions right now that campaign for the people to know more about their candidates and not just base them on the infomercials they see on the television. Siguro, that is what we can do as people, as a nation. Campaign for the people to know their candidates. That's precisely what PPCRB is doing. That's precisely what other NGOs are doing. That's precisely what Kaya Natin or Ako Mismo or kung ano-ano pang groups that are trying to do. We want to make change. We want to take part of these elections. We want to know more about our candidates. The infomercials are not necessary. We can remove them because we can read more through internet data, through printed materials, through materials that are fair, published by people, for the people, and of the people, not of these candidates already. We have to be careful with that. For me personally, the infomercials need to be removed as soon as possible. They're using so much of airtime, television, they're spending a lot of money, they're using all their resources for that, and who knows, they might be corrupting people for it in the process. So I hope we can remove it as early as now if it is violating anything in the rules of the election. Comelec should do something about it as early as now. Do you have any follow-up question?
Any last words for those presidential votes?
For the presidential votes or for the voters? Siguro for both. For the presidential votes, we rely on you. Our hope is in you right now. Please do something for the country. Whether you win or not, the point is that we all love the country. We all care for the Philippines. We will do something about it. Second, for the voters, the youth, all of us who are incoming voters, we implore you to use your right and your privilege to vote wisely. To vote because we care, because we want change, because there is still hope for our country, the Philippines. Thank you. Good day.
That's just about it. Thank you po, Sir Ben.
You're welcome.